Hey guys, welcome back to another video and also welcome to another year. Happy New Year to you all. I hope that you had a wonderful entrance to this new year. So first on the list today is my Anthurium Blue lamium. If you've watched my previous video, you will know how much I adore this plant. It's grown significantly since I've repotted her and she's rewarded me with this absolutely stunning new leaf. It has an iridescent tail-colored leaves, which I love most about this plant. It's such a standout feature. It's easily one of my favorites. She's so low maintenance. She's fuss-free. I just make sure to water her on time, and I keep her in ambient conditions now. I don't have her growing directly under grow lights. I do have her with an LED setup that I wasn't able to include in this video because paired with the ring light, it just washes the video out a little bit too much. However, she seems to love her new setup right now, so that's great. There are a few leaves here that show signs of inconsistent nutrients, something that's pretty normal with Anthuriums. It's always a bit of testing and refining or a process of discovery, but once you understand their needs, they become so much easier to care for. Next up is my Anthurium Red Velvet Cake 24 crossed with a Dark and Handsome 9. This one is the rarest Anthurium in my current collection. I purchased this one from Rare Plant Fairy back in September. This one is one of Doc Block's newest hybrids that he seemed to be inspired by the word quanum, which is pretty evident due to its tapered and sword-like leaves. He has a post about this hybrid dating back to last January, and I believe it's crossed with the Zara Michelle, crossed with the Bora Cranum. I've only had this plant for a few months and she's already given me 2 leaves, including this one here, which is stretched out a bit. It's been thriving in ambient lighting and humidity so far, but I do want to repot her and place her into my cabinet for better humidity control once the newest leaf hardens off. When it comes to getting into Anthuriums, hybrids are your best friend. They're much easier to care for than species plants, especially crosses like Zara Michelle, Crystallina, Magnificum. This hybrid in particular is a really perfect blend with the stunning red veining paired with the elongated sword-like shape of that Warquanum, and the veining is very similar to the Zara Michelle. It's definitely worth the investment. Moving on, we have the Anthurium SP Morona. I got this one from Amazon through Lil Plants. If you've been following my channel, you might have seen my unboxing from this company. I first spotted this plant on Woohoo Tropical's website. Their seedling stock photos showed how this plant matures. I also believe Only Plants did a tour at a nursery that also featured this Anthurium, and I just couldn't resist. As it grows, it develops these crinkled, almost pleated wave-like leaves that I find really special for a strappy leaf Anthurium. To me, it's far more striking than your average like Politoflorum or any other Peldon Anthurium. It grows at a gradual rate, in my opinion. I've had this since August or September, and it's only given me this one leaf. However, it's growing in a 60 to 70% humidity cabinet, and despite it being a patient grower, it's incredibly resilient. I've missed watering on some days, and it hasn't shown any signs of stress, and that's a rare quality for Anthuriums, if you know. Next on the list is my Anthurium Dark Mama crossed with a Crystallinum. As I've mentioned before, hybrids are your best friend when it comes to Anthuriums, especially those crossed with Crystallinum. Dark Mama itself is a hybrid of a lamium crossed with a Warquanum, and this particular cross brings together the best traits of both. For me, this hybrid balances 2 species that are beginner friendly, which is the Pap and the Crystallinum, while tampering with the notoriously finicky Warquanum. If you're Drawn to the elongated sword-like shape of the Warquanum leaves, but don't want the headache of their care, this hybrid is a perfect middle ground. While it doesn't show it doesn't showcase the dramatic veining of a true Warquanum as it matures, the leaves start to mimic that iconic silhouette. Personally, I find this particular hybrid, the one that I have here, leans more towards a pap just due to its characteristics. I purchased this one as a seedling about last summer. It's a fantastic addition to add to any collection if you're looking for something striking yet manageable. And lastly, we have my Anthurium Blue Velvet. This is a plant that I purchased from Steve's Leaves about 5 months ago, like somewhere around August. I think I was just like on a really big plant craze during that time. A lot of my plants are from around summertime of last year. But to my surprise, it came as a bundle with 3 plants inside one pot. So I was able to separate them into individual plants, which is obviously a win. This is a really great choice if you're looking for an easy to care for Anthurium because of its resilience and its adaptability, it grows at a moderate rate. I do have a couple of leaves on mine that are damaged, and I have lost a couple of leaves, but that is only due to acclimation. And right now, they seem to be settling in. I really love the pattern of the veining on these leaves. They're very close together, and I really do enjoy that. The emergent leaves on these are like a coppery brown, then they gradually transition to a bluish hue under the right lighting conditions. I do grow my plants in ambient lighting and somewhat ambient humidity as well. Any plants that's in my cabinet are roughly around 60 to 75% humidity in a daytime. They do reach below 60 on occasion. That's just by living in the Pacific Northwest. It happens. And just around 70% in temperature, which is a pretty comfortable level. As you can see here, this is the newest leaf. You can see the way it tapers off. I just love the shape of this one. All of my Anthuriums are in a soilless mixture that I customize, in which I do plan on showing you guys the mixture that I do use for all of my plants in a video soon, since a lot of my substrate is easy to find and I don't add a lot. And it's just been an easy process for me, so I definitely want to share that with you guys in a video soon. So there it is. These are my top 5 rare Anthuriums that prove that rare plants don't always have high maintenance requirements. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe so you don't miss out on any updates, and until next time.